Christian Bale, the acclaimed actor known for his transformative performances and intense dedication to his roles, has recently opened up about his experiences while working on the film, The Bride. This project, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal, reimagines the classic tale of the Bride of Frankenstein, with Bale taking on the iconic role of Frank, essentially Frankenstein's monster. The film promises a fresh take on the horror classic, blending elements of gothic romance, science fiction, and emotional depth, which aligns perfectly with Bale's history of immersing himself deeply into complex characters. From his early days in films like Empire of the Sun, to his Oscar-winning performance in The Fighter, and his portrayal of Batman in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, Bale has always been recognized for his method acting approach, often undergoing extreme physical changes and emotional preparations to embody his roles authentically. In this particular project, Bale's commitment was put to the test in ways that went beyond mere script memorization or physical training. The role required him to spend extensive hours in the makeup chair, a process that is notoriously grueling for actors portraying creatures or heavily altered characters. Imagine sitting motionless for hours on end as layers of prosthetics, makeup, and special effects are meticulously applied. This isn't just about vanity or aesthetics. It's a necessary part of bringing a character like Frankenstein's monster to life, complete with scars, stitches, and an otherworldly appearance that demands precision and patience. Bale described this daily ritual as one filled with restraint and discomfort, where the actor must remain perfectly still to avoid smudging or ruining the work of the hair, makeup, and special effects team. The physical immobility, combined with the mental focus required, can build up immense internal pressure, leading to what Bale referred to as a sense of despair. To cope with this accumulating tension, Bale developed a unique and somewhat unconventional method of release: screaming. Not just any scream, but full-throated, primal outbursts that allowed him to vent the frustration and emotional buildup from those long sessions. He explained that he would engage in this screaming ritual every day, using it as a way to shake off the despair that came from the enforced stillness. This wasn't something he did lightly or without consideration for his surroundings. Bale was mindful of when and where he performed this act, noting that he avoided doing it while driving to work because he feared it might distract him and cause an accident. Similarly, he didn't want to scream alone in a private space, as he worried that passers-by or colleagues might misinterpret it as a sign of instability or erratic behavior. Instead, he chose the makeup trailer as his venue, a semi-private hub on set where the transformation magic happened. What started as a solitary coping mechanism soon evolved into something much more communal and uplifting. As word spread about Bale's daily screams, members of the HMU department began to join in. At first, it was just a few curious souls who heard the commotion and peeked in, perhaps out of concern or intrigue. But gradually, their participation turned the ritual into a shared experience. Bale likened this growing involvement to the revolutionary spirit depicted in the film itself, where the bride sparks change and unity among the outcasts. The screams became a collective release, a way for the crew to bond over the shared stresses of filmmaking. The makeup trailer, typically a place of quiet concentration, transformed into a temporary haven for emotional catharsis. As the days went on, the phenomenon grew. Bale recounted how the doors of the trailer would open, and more people would arrive, asking if they could participate. What began with a handful of participants swelled to include around 30 individuals by the end of the production. Crew members from various departments, lighting technicians, props handlers, assistant directors, would hear the screams echoing across the set and rush over to join in. This wasn't just about noise, it was a form of group therapy, a momentary break from the high-pressure environment of a movie set. In an industry where long hours, tight deadlines, and creative demands can lead to burnout, such spontaneous acts of unity are rare and precious. Bale emphasized that this ritual fostered a sense of camaraderie that extended beyond the screams themselves, helping to build stronger relationships among the team. Reflecting on the experience, Bale described it as a great bonding experience. It's easy to see why. Filmmaking is a collaborative art form, but the isolation that comes with certain roles, especially those involving heavy makeup, can make actors feel detached from the rest of the production. By turning his personal method of stress relief into a group activity, Bale inadvertently created a bridge between the cast and crew. This kind of organic team building isn't something that can be forced through corporate retreats or scripted icebreakers. It arises from genuine shared vulnerability. In the context of The Bride, which explores themes of creation, rejection, and rebellion, this screaming sessions mirrored the film's narrative of finding strength and unity against adversity. Delving deeper into the production of The Bride, It's worth noting how Bale's approach fits into his broader career philosophy. Throughout his filmography, he has consistently pushed boundaries. For instance, in American Psycho, he captured the essence of an unhinged Wall Street yuppie through meticulous physical and psychological preparation. In The Machinist, he lost an alarming amount of weight to portray an insomniac, demonstrating his willingness to endure physical hardship for authenticity. Similarly, for Vice, where he played Dick Cheney, he gained weight and altered his posture dramatically. In The Bride, the makeup process added another layer of challenge, requiring not just endurance but also a mental resilience to maintain character immersion amid discomfort. The HMU team's role in this story cannot be understated. These unsung heroes of cinema are responsible for the visual transformations that make fantastical stories believable. In horror and sci-fi genres, their work is particularly demanding, involving advanced prosthetics that can take hours to apply and remove. Bale's acknowledgement of their involvement in the screaming ritual highlights the often overlooked contributions of behind-the-scenes personnel. It's a reminder that a film's success relies on every member's input, from the star to the support staff. As the film nears its release, anticipation is building. Maggie Gyllenhaal, making her directorial mark with this project, has assembled a talented cast, and Bale's performance is expected to be a highlight. The story of the screaming sessions adds a human element to the production narrative, showing that even in the glamorous world of Hollywood, there are moments of raw, unfiltered emotion. For Bale, this experience was more than just a way to cope. It was a testament to the power of shared experiences in fostering creativity and resilience. Expanding on the themes of the film itself,